Come to the front of your mat. Bring your hands into prayer in front of your heart and bow your chin softly towards your chest. Take a couple of deep breaths, allowing yourself to land on your mat in this moment in your body. Is there anything that is calling for your attention, whether in your thoughts or in your body? The practice is an opportunity to reflect, to contemplate, to chew on. Is there anything that you are either sitting with in your life, whether it's a question or a situation that needs reflection? And if so, then may you take this opportunity through the practice, through moving your body, to open yourself up to any answers that may arise, listening to your innate wisdom. And if nothing is showing up, then great. Can we just be open to the possibility of any insight arising through the practice? Release your hands down and inhale, circle the arms overhead, hands in prayer, Anahatasana. Exhale, bow, standing forward, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, flat back, offer your chest forward, and then exhale, step your right foot back into a lunge. Lower the knee to the earth, and inhale, reach the arms forward and up, low lunge. Exhale, hands down by the front foot. Step back, downward dog. Inhale, come on forward, plank pose, upward push-up position. And exhale, lower yourself all the way down to the ground. Cobra, press all 10 toes into the earth and inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, moving through bent knees, make your way into down dog. Inhale, right leg goes up, three-legged down dog. Exhale, step it forward in between your hands. Back knee lowers down to the earth and inhale, reach the arms overhead, low lunge. Exhale, hands move through prayer. Bring your fingertips down by your front foot and step forward. Inhale, flat back. Draw the shoulders onto the back, reaching your chest forward. And then exhale, bow, standing forward, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, come on up to stand, arms overhead, Urdhva. Exhale, bow forward and down, standing forward, fold. Inhale, flat back, offer the chest forward, tilting sit bones up to the sky. Exhale, step your left foot back into a lunge. Lower the knee down to the earth. Inhale, reach the arms overhead, low lunge. Exhale, hands down by the front foot and step back, down dog. Inhale, come on forward, plank pose, upward push-up position. Exhale, lower yourself all the way down to the ground. Release your toes down to the earth and inhale, Cobra. Lift your beautiful heart. Exhale, moving through bent knees, downward dog. Inhale, left leg goes out behind you, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it forward in between your hands. Back knee lowers down to the earth. Inhale, arms overhead, low lunge. Exhale, hands down by the front foot and step to the front of your mat. Flat back, inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, bow, standing forward, fold. Inhale, come on up to stand, circle the arms overhead. Exhale, hands in prayer in front of the heart. Release the arms, inhale, circle them overhead. Exhale, grab a hold of opposite elbows. Inhale, lift the elbows up, and then exhale, take your elbows over towards the left, standing half moon pose. Keep rooting down through your right foot as you press your right ribs towards the right. Inhale, come on back to center, lift the elbows up a little bit higher, and then exhale, take the elbows over to the right, leaning over to the left, pressing your left hip towards the left. Inhale, come on back to center, reach the arms overhead, and then exhale, take your hands behind you and interlace your fingers together. Inhale, lift the chest up, and then as you exhale, bow forward and down, standing forward fold with the hands interlaced overhead. Bring your thumbs to your sacrum, the back of your pelvis, and then squeeze your elbows a little closer together, and then keeping your elbows bent, reach your elbows forward and down. You'll feel a deeper stretch in your shoulders, the front of the shoulders as we do this. Relax the jaw and deepen the breath. Release your hands down to the ground. Inhale, flat back, offer your chest forward, and then exhale, step your right foot back into a lunge. Knee stays off the ground. Inhale, circle the arms overhead, high lunge, and then exhale, grab a hold of opposite elbows like we just did. Squeeze the inner thighs towards each other. Inhale, lift the elbows up, and then exhale, take your elbows over to the left like we did when we were standing. Keep drawing the abdomen gently in and up, lengthening the lower back. Come on back to center, lift the elbows up a little bit higher, and then take your elbows over towards the right. If this ever feels like too much, just put your back knee down on the ground. Inhale back to center, arms overhead. Exhale, hands down by the front foot. Step back, three-legged downward dog. Take your left leg up to the sky, and then hug your inner thighs towards each other, lowering the outer left hip down. Claw the mat with your finger pads and draw the abdomen in and up. And then come forward into plank pose and take your left knee to your right tricep, your right upper arm. Inhale, take it back up to the sky, three-legged down dog, and then exhale, take it over towards your nose, so knee to nose, nose to knee. Inhale, three-legged dog, leg goes back up to the sky, and then exhale, take your left knee to your left tricep, clawing mat with finger pads. Inhale, take the leg up, three-legged down dog. Exhale, nose to knee. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, take it over to your right upper arm. From here, slide your left foot over to the right, fall in triangle. Come onto the inside edge of the right foot and reach your right arm up to the sky. And then bring your butt down. Turn and face the back of your mat. Bring your left leg to meet your right one. Feel free to look at me. And then tabletop. Take your hands behind you, fingers face towards your own bum. Arc the spine. Either stay here or with knees directly over ankles. Lift your hips up to the sky. You can look forward, you can look up, you can look towards the back of the room. And wherever you are, breathe deep into your chest. Keep pressing your heels down. Next time you exhale, bring your butt down to the ground, straighten your legs out in front of you, and then turn over towards the left, bringing your right arm down to the ground. Bend your right knee. Feel free to look at me. Left knee comes in towards the chest, and then grab a hold of your left foot with your left hand. This is known as Vishnu's couch. And then straighten your left leg up to the sky and overhead towards the front of your mat. Breathe deep into your inner thighs. And then slowly release and roll over onto your belly. Take your palms underneath your shoulders or closer to your hips. Shrug shoulders onto back. And as you inhale, upward dog or cobra, totally your choice. Lift the chest up, pressing the feet down into the ground. And as you exhale, down dog, hips up to the sky behind you. Inhale, right leg goes up, three-legged down dog. And exhale, step it forward in between your hands. Warrior one, lower your left heel to the right, and inhale, reach your arms up by your ears. Square the front of your pelvis towards the front of your mat. It's one of our themes today. And then root down through your back heel as you lift up through all 10 of your fingers. Connect to a gaze point and breathe deep. Bring your arms down. Take your hands to your hips. Bring your torso a quarter of the way forward. Pivot your back heel up off the ground. Step your back foot in about a foot and then shift the weight forward. Warrior three. Lift your left leg up to the sky, bringing your torso forward and down. You're working your torso and your back leg towards parallel to the earth. And then if you can, take your arms into airplane wings. Bring your hands into prayer, and as you stand up, step your left foot behind your right one. Pinky toes come to touch. Feel free to look at me. And then inhale, reach the arms overhead. And as you exhale, bow, standing forward fold. You can always bend your knees as we do this. Stay as you are, or walk your hands to the right and forward, pressing your bum towards the left back corner of your mat. Breathe into your left hamstrings and your outer left hip. Come on back to center. Step your left foot to the inside of your right one. Take your feet hip width apart. Inhale, come on up to stand. Circle the arms overhead. Urdhva. Exhale, hands in prayer in front of the heart. Close your eyes. Just take a moment here and feel. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. Grab a hold of opposite elbows like we did last time, lifting up. And then exhale, take your hands over towards the right this time. Breathe deep into your left side waist. Inhale, come on back to center. Reach the arms up a little bit higher, and then exhale, take your hands over to the left. Inhale, back to center. Release the hands. Take them behind you. Interlace opposite pinky finger in front. And then inhale, lift the chest up. And exhale, bow, standing forward fold. Bring your thumbs to your sacrum, back of the pelvis. Hug elbows in towards each other. And then keeping your elbows bent, draw your arms forward and down. Relax the head. Release your hands down to the ground. Inhale, flat back, offer the chest forward. And then exhale, step your left foot back into a lunge. Knee stays off the ground if you can. Inhale, circle the arms overhead, high lunge. Square the pelvis towards the front of the mat. And then again, grab opposite elbows. Inhale, lift the elbows up. And then exhale, take your elbows over towards the right, stretching the left side. Keep your back heel really high so your back leg stays engaged. Come on back to center, lift the elbows up a little bit higher, hug the belly button in, and then take your arms over towards the left. Come on back to center, release the arms down by your front foot and step back, three-legged downward dog. Take your right leg up to the sky behind you. Hug inner thighs towards each other. And then come forward into plank and take your right knee to your left tricep, your left upper arm. Inhale, take it back up, three-legged down dog. Exhale, nose to knee, curl into a little ball. Inhale, leg goes back up, three-legged dog. Exhale, take it to your right tricep, your right upper arm. Inhale, back up, three-legged dog. Exhale, nose to knee, curl it in. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, take it over to your left tricep. Fall in triangle, straighten your right leg out towards the left, come onto the inside edge of your left foot, and reach your left arm up to the sky. And then bring your butt down to the ground, turn and face the back of your mat, bringing your right leg to meet your left one. Either tabletop or inclined plane. Inclined plane, legs will stay straight. Hands behind you, lift your hips up. And either look forward, look up, or look back, depending upon how it checks out in your neck. Keep pressing the toes down to the earth. Next time you exhale, bend your knees, and then turn and face towards the right wall, bending your left elbow, left hand behind the head. Bending both your knees, bring your right knee in towards the chest, grab a hold of your right foot, and then work towards straightening your right leg up and towards the front of your mat. Slowly release, come onto your belly. Take your palms underneath your shoulders or closer to your hips for Cobra or Upward Dog. Press your toes into the ground and then inhale, lift yourself up as high or low as it serves your own spine. Keep clawing the mat with your finger pads. My friends in Upward Dog, just check that your shoulders are directly over your wrists. And then as you exhale, down dog, take your hips up to the sky behind ya. Take an inhale through the nose. Exhale that out your mouth. Inhale, three-legged downward dog. Reach your left leg up to the sky behind you. And then exhale, step it forward in between your hands, warrior one. Right heel lowers to the left. Reach your arms up by your ears. Square the front of your pelvis towards the front of your mat and hug the belly button in and up, puffing up the back body. Releasing your hands down, take your hands to your outer hips, and then pivot your back heel up off the ground. Shift the weight forward, bringing your torso quarter of the way forward. Lift your back leg up off the ground, warrior three. You can keep your hands on your outer hips or take your arms out by your sides, airplane. Claw the mat with your bottom toes as you reach your top toes out behind you, and then slowly come on up to stand, hands in prayer. Take your right foot to the outside of your left one, so right leg crosses behind left one. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky, and then exhale, bring your hands down to the ground, standing forward fold. Either stay as you are or walk your hands towards the left front corner of your mat, and then press your butt towards the right back corner of your mat. Breathe into your outer right hamstrings, your outer right leg. Come back to center. Step right foot to the inside the left one, feet hip width apart. Chin into the chest with your knees bent. Slowly roll yourself up to stand. Release your arms by your sides, close your eyes, and just quite simply listen. Opening the eyes, inhale, reach the arms forward and up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, bow, standing forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, flat back, offer the chest forward. Exhale, step your right foot back into a lunge. Knee lowers down to the earth. Inhale, reach the arms up to the sky, low lunge. Exhaling, put your left hand on your left thigh. Inhale, lift your right arm up a little bit higher. And then as you exhale, take your right elbow to the outside of your left knee. Bring your hands into prayer. Stay as you are or curl your back toes under and straighten your back leg. Stay as you are or step your back foot in. Think warrior one. Lower your right heel towards the left. Press your back heel down into the ground. Wherever you are, lengthen your spine forward and then twist your chest open towards the left up to the sky. Keep your arms as they are or spread your wings. Take your right hand to the ground on the outside of the left foot. You can always put your hand on a block. Reach your left arm up to the sky. You can look down, look towards the left or up towards your top fingertips. See how it goes in your own neck. And then find your breath once again. Hands down by the front foot and step, three-legged down dog. Take your left leg up, bend your knee and stack your hip. So bring your left heel by your right bum. As you do this, lower your outer left armpit down so your shoulders are leveled. And root your bottom heel into the ground. Stay as you are, or now begin to arc your chest forward and up. Imagine your left toes were going to touch your head. And then come forward into plank and bring your left knee to your right tricep, your right upper arm like we did before. Fall in triangle, straighten your left leg out to the right, come onto the inside edge of the right foot and reach your right arm up to the sky. Look down, bring your bum down. Slide your left foot to meet your right one. Bend both your knees and lie down on your back. Extend your legs up to the sky, sparkle out through your toes. Hug inner thighs towards each other. Keep your right leg up to the sky and lower your left leg towards the ground, and then scissor your inner thighs towards each other. Take your hands overhead and just bring your fingertips to lightly touch, palms are open, and then hug inner thighs towards each other and gently press the belly button down towards the spine. And just soften your jaw and breathe as deep as you can. Left leg meets right one. Lower the right leg towards the ground. And I don't care how low it goes. Go to a point where you feel like you can sustain it with your lower back staying as neutral as possible. And then once you find that sweet spot, sparkle out through your toes, hug inner legs, and just feel into your core as we begin to build the heat. Right leg meets left one. Take your hands down by your bum and then lift your hips up. Take your toes over your head, Halasana plow pose. If you're dealing with any shoulder or neck stuff, just keep your legs directly up to the sky, no problem. My friends, in Halasana and plow pose, slowly roll your spine down to the ground and bring your knees into your chest and then feet down to the earth. Roll over to the right side and roll over onto your belly. Come on to hands and knees. Bring your elbows down to the ground for Anahatasana, heart pose. You can hold on to opposite biceps to measure shoulder width or a little bit closer. And then bring your hands into prayer on the ground with your pinky fingers on the ground. Slide your knees a little further out behind you. It's also known as downward facing puppy pose. With your hips directly over your knees, bow your chest and your forehead to the ground. And then either keep your hands where they are or bring your thumbs towards the back of the heart. You should be feeling this in your side waist. And then from here, bring your prayer back down to the ground, pinky fingers to the earth, and come into Dolphin Down Dog. Curl your toes under and lift your knees up off the ground. Draw your chest towards your thighs, take your booty up to the sky, and no pressure to come with me. But if you want to, walk your feet as close towards your hands as they can comfortably go. And you can always bend your knees to do this. With your big toes touching, draw your chest towards your thighs and your booty up towards the sky. Look down at your hands. We're going to come into Downward Dog from here. Plant your palms on the ground, elbow width apart, and then press your palms down and lift your elbows up off the ground, Down Dog. And if I ever lose you, just come into Down Dog any way you like, okay? Inhale, reach your right leg up to the sky, three-legged Down Dog. And then exhale, step your right foot forward in between your hands, Warrior Two. Lower your left heel to the right and open your arms out into a T shape. Press your front heel down to the ground and the outer edge of your back foot into the ground so both feet are strongly rooted. And then reach through all 10 of your fingers. Allow your wrists to be at the same height as your shoulders and relax the shoulders down. Peaceful Warrior. Slide your left hand down your left thigh. Reach your right fingertips up to the sky and overhead towards the back of your mat. And then coming forward, side angle pose. Right hand to the outside of the right foot. Left arm over left ear extended. If this ever feels like too much, modify as you need to, no problem. And then from here, triangle pose. You're going to circle your left arm forward and down, straighten your front leg, and then reach your left arm up to the sky, opening your chest towards the left. You might need to walk your right hand back a little bit so the wrist and shoulder are aligned. See how it goes in your body. And then again, root down through your legs and roll your chest open towards the left, up towards the sky. Cartwheel your hands down by your front foot, bending into your front knee, pivot your back heel up off the ground, and then shift the weight forward, standing splits, lift your left foot up off the ground. You can always keep your right knee bent, no problem, and then reach your chest forward towards the front of your mat. Either stay as you are or airplane, lift your torso up and open your arms into airplane wings, splaying your fingers out wide. Come on up to stand, bend your left knee in towards the chest, and then place your left ankle on top of your right thigh, creating a number 4 shape with your legs, and then reach your arms overhead, chair pose, bend into your standing leg. Stay as you are or bring your ribs to your thighs, reach your fingers out in front of you, line your arms up with your ears. If that ever feels like too much for your back or your neck, just bring your hands into prayer in front of your heart. And then everybody bring your hands into prayer, stand up and step your left foot to meet your right one. Relax your arms by your sides. Take an inhale through the nose and out your mouth. Close your eyes and again, just listen. Opening the eyes, inhale, circle the arms overhead, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, bow forward and down, standing forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, lengthen the chest forward, and then exhale, step your left foot back into a lunge. Lower the left knee down to the ground. Inhale, reach the arms overhead, low lunge. Exhale, right hand to right thigh, and then bend your left elbow and take your left elbow to the outside of your right knee. Bring your hands into prayer in front of your heart and either stay here or curl your back toes under and straighten your back leg. Wherever you are, look down towards the ground, and if you can, step your back foot in about a foot and lower your left heel to the right. So it's warrior one legs with a twist in the upper spine. If this ever feels like too much, take either of the other two variations, back knee on the ground or back heel off the ground. If you want to come with me, spread your wings, take your left arm down on the outside of the right foot, right arm up to the sky. The hardest part here is to breathe deep. So see if you can bring awareness into your upper spine and breathe deep up there. Hands down by the front foot, step, three-legged down dog. Bend your right knee, bring your right heel by your left bum. Root your bottom heel down to the ground and really claw the mat with your finger pads. Stay as you are. I call this scorpion down dog. If you want to come with me, you're going to bring your torso forward a couple inches and then shrug your shoulders onto your back. Lift the chest up and imagine your right toes are going to touch your head. From here, curl into a ball, bring your right knee into the chest and take your right knee to your left upper arm. Fall in triangle, straighten your right leg out towards the left, come onto the inside edge of your left foot and reach your left arm up to the sky. Look down to the ground, put your butt down and step your left foot to meet your right one. Turn and face the back of your mat. Bend your knees and lie down on your back. Extend your legs up to the sky, sparkle out through your toes. I don't care if you flex point or point, but reach through them. And then interlace your fingers behind your head. Keep your right leg where it is. Lower your left leg towards the ground. Again, only to a point where you can keep your lower back on the earth. Scissor the inner thighs. And then as you inhale, lift the chest up off the ground. Exhale, press the belly button down. Inhale, lift your chest a little higher. And then exhale, put your head back down on the ground. Left leg meets right one. Keeping your left leg where it is, lower your right leg towards the ground. Inhale, lift pubic bone closer to belly button. Exhale, curl your shoulder blades up. Inhale, both come closer towards each other. Exhale, press the belly button down. Inhale, lift the chest a little higher. Exhale, put your head down. Bring your right leg to meet your left one. Lower left leg towards the ground. Inhale, pubic bone closer to belly. Exhale, shoulder blades lift up. Inhale, both lift a little bit higher. Exhale, press the belly button down. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, put your head down. Bring your left leg to meet your right one. Right leg lowers towards the ground. Scissor inner thighs. Inhale, pubic bone closer to belly. Exhale, shoulders. Inhale, both. Exhale, belly button down. Inhale, chest a little higher. Exhale, release your head. Bring your right leg to meet your left one. Left leg lowers down. Inhale, pubic bone to belly. Exhale, shoulders off the ground. Inhale, both. Exhale, belly button down. Inhale, come on back to center with your left leg. Exhale, put your head down on the earth. Right leg lowers down. Inhale, pubic bone to belly. Exhale, shoulders. Inhale, both. Exhale, belly button down. Inhale, right leg meets left one. Exhale, put your head down on the ground. Hug your knees in towards your chest, and then put your feet down on the ground. Oh. Roll over to the left and roll over onto your belly, and then come onto hands and knees. Put your elbows down on the ground. Hold on to opposite biceps halfway between your elbows and your armpits. And then bring your hands down to the ground, hands in prayer. Anahatasana, heart pose. Slide your knees a little further out behind you, bum up. And then bring your forehead, your chest towards the ground. Keep your arms as they are, or bring your thumbs towards the back of the heart, lifting your hands up off the earth. Wherever you are, breathe into the side waist. Breathe into your shoulders. Hands come back down to the ground. Slide your palms underneath your shoulders. Come back into tabletop. So lift your torso up off the ground. And then bring your elbows back down to the earth. Hands in prayer. Dolphin down dog. Lift your booty up to the sky, taking your knees up off the ground. Lift your hips a little bit higher. If you can, walk your feet as close to your hands as they can comfortably go. You can always bend your knees as we do this. Then bring your big toes to touch. Stay as you are. Bring your shoulders over your elbows. Line your nose up with the middle of your forearms and see if you can lift your heels up off the ground. Put your palms on the ground at the same width as your shoulders. And then from here, lift both your elbows up off the ground. Walk your feet back into good old downward dog. And then inhale, reach your left leg up to the sky behind you. And then exhale, step it forward in between your hands. Warrior two. Cartwheel your arms out into a T shape and open your chest towards the right wall. Peaceful warrior. Slide your right hand down your right thigh or right hand to outer right hip like I'm doing here. And then take your left arm over your left ear towards the back of your mat, stretching the left side. Cartwheel your left arm down to the outside of the left foot, extended side angle pose, modify as you need to, and then top arm over top ear towards the front of your mat. Press your back heel into the ground and reach your right fingers forward, and then take your right hand down towards the back of your mat, straighten your front leg triangle. Right hand goes up to the sky, tent out your bottom fingertips. Again, you can modify as you need to by putting left hand on left shin or left hand on a block. Look down to the earth, cartwheel your hands down by your front foot, bend into your front knee, shift the weight forward, and then come on into standing splits. Lift your right leg up to the sky behind you, lower the outer right hip down. Stay on fingertips, reach your chest forward, and either stay here or lift your arms up off the ground, bring your torso so it's parallel to the ground, airplane like we did earlier. Splay your fingers and your toes out wide. Come on up to stand, bring your right knee in towards the chest, hands in prayer, and then place your right ankle on top of your left thigh, creating a number 4 shape with your legs. Bend into your standing leg chair pose, reach your arms overhead by your ears. Stay as you are, or ribs to thighs, reach your fingers out in front of you. Keep lining your arms up with your ears. For some of us, we're going to need to lift the thumbs up and bring the chin down. Hands in prayer in front of the heart, stand up, right knee in towards the chest, and then step your right foot to meet your left one. Take your feet hip width apart. Relax your arms by your sides. Close your eyes. And again, just listen inside. We all have innate wisdom. And so the practice is an opportunity to listen to it, to create a space for us to listen. Open your eyes. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. Urdhva. Exhale, bow, standing forward fold. Inhale, flat back, offer the chest forward, and then exhale, step back into down dog. Inhale, come forward into plank pose, upward push-up position, and then claw the mat with your finger pads, and if this ever feels like too much, just put your knees on the ground. And then breathe deep into the strength of your arms, your core, and your quads, your thighs. Soften the jaw. Envision you're pushing the ground away with your hands. Next time you exhale, put your knees on the ground, child's pose, hips to heels, forehead to the earth. Come on to hands and knees, put your elbows down on the ground, grab a hold of opposite biceps, hands in prayer like we've been doing. Curl your toes under, dolphin downward dog. Walk your feet closer towards your hands. Lift your booty up towards the sky, bring your big toes to touch, and now reach your left leg up to the sky. Either stay here or bend your right knee and take a couple hops, take your bottom toes off the ground. You may or may not find balance, but try to find balance with your legs open like I'm doing here. If you can find balance with your legs open, then slowly bring your inner thighs towards each other, trying to find balance. And the fun part is it's a try. It's an exploration. When you're done with that, make your way into child's pose. Let's do that again. Bring your elbows down to the ground, hands in prayer, dolphin downward dog. Lift your knees up off the ground, walk your feet as close towards your hands as they can go, and then lift your right leg up to the sky. Either stay as you are or bend your bottom knee and take a couple of sweet hops and do your best. Again, the idea here is just exploring. Try to bring your legs towards each other if you can. We'll meet in child's pose, no hurry getting there. Lifting yourself up, make your way onto your back, knees bent, feet on the ground. Robot your arms by your sides. Either take bridge pose or wheel. I'm going to leave that to you. If you're going to come into wheel pose, bring your hands by your ears. And then whatever variation you're coming into, lift your hips up. Either interlace your fingers underneath you, that's bridge pose, or do what I'm doing. Lift your torso, your head up off the ground, full wheel. Whatever variation you're in, breathe deep into the front of your pelvis, just countering what we just did in those forearm stands. On your next exhale, make your way onto your back, take your feet wide, bring your knees to touch, and then wrap your arms around yourself, trying to hold on to your shoulder blades, opening up the back of the heart. Switch to the crossing, opposite arm on top. Release your arms. Bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a big old hug. And then if there's anything else you need before Shavasana, now's the time to take it. We'll meet in Shavasana. We'll meet in corpse pose. Splay your feet and your arms away from each other, closing your eyes for final rest. Take a deep breath in the nose. Exhale it out the mouth. Bending your knees, placing your feet on the ground. And bring your knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around your legs and then slowly roll yourself up to sit. Close your eyes. Bring your hands into prayer in front of your heart. And just take this moment here again to listen. Thanking our bodies for this practice, for the opportunity to explore meditation through movement. We thank the practice itself for all that it gives us on and off the mat. And may we take this bhavana, this mood with us through the rest of our day. Namaste.
If you like that video, you'll probably like these. And if you want more videos, go to my membership site. Either way, let's stay connected.